are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. Really? And he's gonna put the cuffs on me, and the midget walks out. I was like, fuck, I told you it was a midget. It was his fault. And that really happened. And he was gonna arrest me for that shit. It was not 100% my fault. Yes, I flashed him, but on there. Just saying. But, you know, there are a lot of things that are not my fault. You know, the sex sent me to the ER? Not my fault. You know, how was I supposed to know that swinging testicles would look like a toy to a wild cat? Just saying. I don't know testicles. I don't know how that shit works. So, you know, in my defense, it was not my fault. Yeah, that relationship didn't work out. But I don't think it was the swinging testicles of the cat part. It was when we got to the ER and the nurse knew my name, and she's like, it's you again. I was like, oh fuck. Those other times were not my fault. Really, I swear they weren't. He didn't believe me. But I did warn him, queen of accidental happenings. Keyword accident. Shit's not my fault if it's an accident, right? He didn't believe me. But I did warn everybody in here, you're within close vicinity. If accidents happen, they happen right here. You're gonna get fucked up because you're in close vicinity. Just saying. He's running. He's like, oh my God. Yeah, that would be a man. The women are going to stick it out. They're like, I got this shit. I got you. Exactly. We can take them on. Yeah, but he ran. Yeah. You didn't run. Oh my God. Yes. He ran. You didn't run. I like this. He's going to take one for the team. We're going to throw him out there for police stuff. I think he can talk him out of it. Yeah, he can do it. But you know, not all accidents are bad. Well, I've had quite a few that are not bad. One time, I got a boyfriend, right? Not now, but I did have a boyfriend on accident while we were having sex. Just saying how that works out. I told him don't make me his girlfriend, and he screams out, be my girlfriend while we're having sex. Like, what the hell? You break the rules, man. So maybe that's not a good example of a good accident, because I didn't even want that shit to happen. But a good accident. Yes, the time that I busted the drug ring. Yeah, exactly. It was not on purpose. I was a little traumatized, well, a lot traumatized from some of that shit. You can't unsee some stuff when you see it. And then that's how I got the last one. Those old fuckers at the nursing home called me boner killer for the longest time. I was like, you fuckers, it is not my fault. And then I'd be like, Grandpa, I love you. I didn't want you to die from all the sex and the blue pills. You know he's related to me because his comeback was, yes, but I would have had 2 happy endings. Ew. Like, who wants to think of that? Grandpa having 2 happy endings. Not me, and I had to see that shit. Yeah. See? No, that's what I'm thinking right now. It's like, oh. Yeah. That was not my fault. It was a good thing. Probably saved lives. Other things that are not my fault. You know, sometimes we're very well intended when we do things. You try to, like, tonight I decided because my daughter's graduating, I'm going to dress appropriate, and I'm going to have on an adult-type dress. And then I was told, you're adult from the bottom and then you're party from the top. I was like, fuck you. Just like, whatever. Really? That shit's wrong. That's like the time that I decided I was going to go to the gym and be fully covered up. I was like, no, you fuckers can't be staring at me if I'm fully covered up. This dude trips over my elliptical. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm going to go make a rant and take a picture and put it on Facebook and stuff. And this is how you know I got good friends. My friend messaged me, said, check the picture. I looked, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that picture. I'm covered up, like my arms, my neck, everything's covered up. She goes, look again. I look, Hello Kitty on the front, big Hello Kitty head, little body. Get lucky, situated between my breast and my vagina. Nobody got lucky that day. They were probably pissed because I was some false advertisement shit there. Like, I didn't get lucky, they didn't get lucky. Yes, she's giving me my 1 minute because she knows I'm about to tell some bad shit. When I put some Jasmine stories. You have one? No, I'm scared. Not yet, but I will. I will make sure I involve you in some of them. She's like, oh, no going around her anymore. Yeah, I will do it. I bring her in on shit all the time. Like the time I told about me getting in trouble for the dude that I thought was in college. Wasn't in college. And I thought she was going to have an aneurysm. Yeah. She's like, "There, Mom." Yeah, I know. Poor kid. God, you gotta live with me. But you know, this tells you one thing. I have adult children. You know what it says? I didn't kill them on the way. They're alive. Go, snakes. I fucked them up a little bit, but I did not kill them on the way.
And she's fantastic.
Exactly. She didn't say shit this time. She's gonna wait and go home and shave off my eyebrows or cut my hair off. She gonna fuck me up. She's like, wait, you gotta sleep sometime, woman.
Just
You gotta go to sleep. Yeah, I won't dig it any deeper. I'll get Jasmine up here so you don't have to kill me. Give it up for your host, Jasmine. And her little happiness girl.
Give it up for Jessica. Yeah. Dude, wait, where are your bangs?
Oh, they're pinned back because it gets hot as shit in here.
Oh shit. Yeah, it kind of does. Like, I remember, like, I went to the hairdresser and she's like, "Oh, do you want to do your eyebrows?" I'm like, "No, that's what the bangs are for."
Yeah, they might jack your shit. I had my
Yeah. Dude, when I went to get my hair was pretty like recent. Like when I went to the hairdresser, I'm like, "Look, just give me something that looks like I run around unsupervised and talk to inanimate objects." And she's like, "Oh, Dora the Explorer, got it." All right, this next comedian looks nothing like the character I just said. Give it up for Ian Shippen. Sorry, that was a shit intro.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Jasmine and I actually work together, everybody. Give it up for Jasmine. Yeah, the only women that I seem to have success with are women from work, but they tell you not to do that because you're not supposed to shit where you eat. But where else do you find a pool of women that have passed a criminal background check, credit check, and mandatory drug testing, right? Like if they going to HR and being like, "Hey, can you test for STDs too?" Like, I don't want any diseases, right there. Yeah. I'm all weird right now. I spilled water over there. I came up here. I have all this shit in my pockets. I feel like an Oompa Loompa or something. I'm all scatterbrained. We'll get through this together, guys. We'll get through this together. Let's see. A month ago, I actually got the flu. I thought I had COVID, but it turned out to be a flu, which is apparently still the thing, guys. It's still a thing, the flu. Like AIDS, guys, it still exists. It's still out there. It was terrible. I went to the store to buy Tylenol, severe cold and flu. And I like how they have to add the word severe to cold to make it seem that you're not being such a pussy. Right? Just call into work and be like, "Hey, I can't come in. I've got a cold." And be like, "No, you gotta come in, dude." Like, no, I can't. It's severe, guys. It's a severe cold. Yeah, cool. I might keep that one a few times. My doctor recently diagnosed me with binge eating disorder, or BED for short, which is exactly where I like to binge eat. Yeah, thank you, Jasmine. I don't know. Like, my cousin was selling candy for his May Day fundraiser, and first of all, like, why can't I sell candy for, like, electricity day?
Right.
Like a day that I can fucking use the AC in my house or something. I want to sell Reese's peanut butter cups to turn on the AC tomorrow or something. But yeah, I bought a bunch of chocolate from him and I ate it in bed and I got chocolate stains on my mattress, guys. So I had to buy. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. I had to buy a new bed. It cost me $1,500. It's the most expensive things I own, guys. Like, I don't want to eat in it. Guys, I don't even want to fuck in it or sleep in it. It's so expensive.
It sounds like you're fucked.
Jesus Christ, there we go. Let's do, I'm single. Any single people in the house? Jessica, hey Jessica, how you doing? My best friend's also single. Like, we like to go out in the town and try to pick up women. We make it a game of sorts as to who can get more numbers. And after night of fierce competition, we're tied, guys. 0-0. It's just a bad game of soccer, right, Mike? It's just nobody's scoring at all. Yeah, I don't know. Me and Mike like to go out. Yeah, I don't know. But the women like Mike because Mike has cocaine. It was apparently what all the ladies like. Like, we were hanging out, and then he disappeared for a while, and he came back. He's like, "I fucked a 6.5 in the bathroom." I was like, "Whoa, dude, a 6.5? Like, first of all, why are you bringing decimals into this? What is the 0.5? What brings her to a 0.5? Why can't you just say you fucked like a 13 out of 20 or something?" And I think that the scale should be 1 to 3, right, guys? 1 to 3. No, maybe, and hell yeah. You know? Maybe 1 to 4. 4 if she had cocaine or something. I love cocaine. No, I don't do cocaine. I have to say that for the camera. Job is watching. What else? I fell in love recently, guys. I'm in love. Fell in love with this girl, but the timing just never seemed right? Like every time she had a boyfriend, I didn't have a girlfriend. But then every time she didn't have a boyfriend, I still didn't have a girlfriend. I don't know, bad timing or something, but I don't know, we were just hanging out all the time, and it's always just me going to her place and doing her favors, right? Like, that's not right, you just do favors. Like, I remember we were hanging out at her place, and she's like, hey Ian, can you go pick up some beer? And I'm like, yeah, of course I can pick up some beer. So I leave to go pick up some beer, and then I get back to her place, and she opens up her beer. I'm about to open up mine, and she's like, wait, before you do that, can you help me move some boxes upstairs? They're too heavy for me. And I'm like, yeah, of course I can help you move boxes upstairs. And then the boxes ended up being too heavy for me. So I had to divide it into like 10 smaller boxes, and I got all of them upstairs, and I'm ready to chill. And then she's like, Ian, can you clean out my gutters? They're a total wreck right now, and I'm so afraid of heights. And I'm like, yeah, of course I can clean out your gutters. And I'm afraid of heights too. We have so much in common. So I clean out her gutters, and then I'm ready to chill, and she's like, Ian, I just found out that I'm about to be evicted. Can I stay with you for 2 months until I find a new place to live? And I'm like, yeah, of course you can stay with me for 2 months until you find a new place to live. And then she's like, can I bring my boyfriend?
Oh, shit! Is that
Yeah.
Kyle?
And I'm like, yeah, of course you can bring your boyfriend. And her boyfriend's name was Sergey, and he's buff and better looking than me, walks around the house completely naked, sits in my favorite chair, and his balls are in my chair, and my chair now smells like his balls, all because I'm a nice fucking guy. Fucking Sergey. Yeah, nice people, right?
God damn it, nice guys.
Fucking nice guys. But why do we do this to ourselves, guys? Why do we keep women around as friends? Every female friend that a guy has is a failed attempt at him trying to date her, right? No, it's true. It's a failure, guys. It's like losing at a game of Scrabble, and then you put the Scrabble score up on the refrigerator, right? And then you look at the Scrabble score every day, text the Scrabble score every day, browse the Scrabble score's Instagram page looking for pictures of the Scrabble score in a bikini. You know, why do we do that? Why do we torture ourselves? Like, it's completely understandable why women keep men around as friends. Because every male friend that a female has is a trophy. Now, like, I could fuck this guy anytime that I want to, but I'm gonna keep him in this glass case so that we don't touch, ever. I'm an only child, any only children in the house? No, I'm the only child.
I'm the only relevant child.
I don't know. When you're an only child, you're either an unwanted accident or a wanted mistake. But my parents planned for me, guys. It's like planning a trip to Disney World for 9 months, and when you get there, the rides are all broken, everything's overpriced, and it just seems kind of gay. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got, though. I got the light. Let's bring up Jasmine Rayo
Going for Ian Shippen. Yeah, ladies, he's a 17 out of 22, so I just made that up. Ian forgot to mention that, like, one time he's, like, housed a homeless woman that he picked up on the street for, like, what, like a month? That's a very nice guy thing to do. So if you ever lose your van, Ian's house is available. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. Give it up for Trey Cudd.
All right, how's everybody doing? How you guys feeling? Feeling pretty good, man. Honestly, I'm gonna set that down. I don't have a beard. This mask is what I feel like a beard is having, you know. Can't grow facial hair. I blame my dad because, you know, my dad is my grandpa's son, and my grandpa is my great-grandpa's son. My great-grandpa fucked a Native American, and those are naturally hairless people. So I'm like, man, I really want. Like, everybody's like, Trey, why don't you grow out a beard? You look really good with a beard, man. And I'm like, fuck you, because I can't. Thank you. It's a little goatee. That's why I like people ask you what your spirit animal is, and I said my spirit animal is a kid. You know, like a little baby billy goat. You know, like you know, they fucking do parkour and shit. They got little goatees. They don't quite have the full facial hair, but they're always horny. Yeah, boom. No, I mean, so I came up here. I was gonna talk about it because I love the fact that Pablo Loco records these shits all the fucking time. So I watch myself do these shows all the time, and I realized after watching a bunch of cartoons in between watching my own sets that, like, okay, cartoon characters wear the same outfit every fucking day, right? Like, why do they do that? And I found out why, because I watched myself, and I'm like, yo, I have a color palette. You know, it's black shirt, pocket tee, khaki pants every fucking time. And then I was looking at my clothes. I got 3 pairs of khaki pants, 2 pairs of khaki shorts, all the fucking same brand. And I'm like, yo, cartoon characters. And it was telling me my whole life. Like, I thought I was going to be an individual. I was going to be the same motherfucker my whole time. Fuck. That being said, if you want like the palette swap with me, it will be like a gray shirt and black pants. That's the only difference. And sometimes my shirt says different things. I like to buy shirts that, you know, get people's attention. You know, you're looking at the panda, you're like, oh my god, it's a cute panda. You know why I got this panda shirt? I got this panda shirt because I'm black and white and I like to cuddle. Oh my god. Somebody's ass is getting laid tonight.
Some spooning going on.
Hey, spooning. Hey, speaking of spooning, I am a big fan of being the little spoon. Yo, I'm a big guy myself. I got breasts, let's put it that way. And you ladies guys can get cupped, you get your little fucking titties cupped up. It feels good. Yo, it feels good for me too. Except for I don't have to worry about something poking me. At least I hope not, you know? If something pokes me, I'm just like, I'm like, fucking I'm in too deep. I've become an enemy of the state at this point, you know? Oh, I've been having weird dreams. So, like, you guys are familiar with the concept of lucid dreaming? Yeah. So I taught myself how to lucid dream because I love to do edibles and hallucinogens and shit like that. So it starts off with a mantra where it's like, you know, my body's asleep but my mind's awake. Body's asleep, mind's awake. All right. So eventually I started fucking getting really into my dreams where it's like I realized something stupid happened. Like I do like a Naruto handshake with my hand. I open up a fucking portal and I jump through the portal and end up somewhere else. But then once I realized I have the ability, I can't fucking quite do it anymore. And I was like, man, I watch too much anime, so that's why I sleep all day. Because I want to get to the episode when I have all the fucking powers, you know? All the fucking powers. I'm working on it. Yo, speaking of powers, yo, anybody here got their vaccine shots yet? Yeah, vaccinated people. Alright, anybody here like me when you're just like unessential still yet a year and a half in?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yo, dude, if Joe Biden wants to keep giving me money and make me a black stereotype on welfare, shit, I'll let him do it. If Trump was doing it, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna work today, but nah. Fucking Biden, he don't remember it. And his side partner, his bride partner, is fucking married to a Jew. So you know America's gonna be good. America's gonna be good. We have a black Indian woman as our vice president, married to a Jewish man, and he had kids from a previous marriage.
Niggas about to be wealthy.
Hell yeah. Everybody's about to get a rap deal right now. Everybody's about to get shit right now. Like, as long as you're colored, I'm sorry, sir. You gotta blame your ancestors because he could have said you were colored. You're the peach crayon. You're the peach crayon. You know? You're not the white crayon. Like, I'm not gonna fucking draw in your face if you were my best friend in elementary school with the white crayon. I would use peach. But that's only because he's here in Hawaii. You're the white crayon. Love you, cat. Oh, man. I was looking through a bunch of my old shit, you know. So you get bored during COVID, during all this fucking not working, that shit, So I just get drunk and I go through all my boxes that I'd never unpacked since like 2 places ago. I found some shit from elementary school, and it was my goodbye Dimitri book, you know? It's 2nd grade, and my best friend draws a fucking Game Boy, and then me and him next to this giant Game Boy, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna miss playing Pokemon with you. And I was like, oh, that's fucking sweet. And then I look at me, and he uses the blackest fucking boldest crayon to color me in. And dude, let's put it this way. I'm dark, kind of right now. I'm kind of dark. Dude, I was fucking yellow when I moved here. Like, you could have mistaken me for an Asian. I was 800 with a fucking... I was so fucking pale when I moved here, and then 14 years later, now people consider me black. But that's because people in Hawaii don't know what a real nigga looks like. They want to see some real niggas. All they see is a bunch of Africans, a bunch of little mixed fucks. Yeah, we're the little mixies, you know, where we're just a token in every fucking group. Dude, when I say the token in every group, every time I move, since I moved here to Hawaii, every time I move, I replace another black person in Hawaii. 2007, February, I moved to Hawaii. It's fucking 2007. I'm in 8th grade, and I replaced the black guy from my friend's previous group because we were skaters. And this guy apparently had this thing where he would just constantly shit himself. Wow. Yeah, so talk about an upgrade, right? But that's because he would hold the bathroom until the very last second. And like, you know, I get that, you know, I have lactose intolerant, IDS and shit like that. I get it, but I carry Tums around and shit, you know? That fucking Pepto-Bismol on lock. Kept it in the fucking fridge. Put it in my milkshake in the morning. But then I moved from Mililani, moved to Kapolei, and then when I moved in with these new group of skater kids, their black friend just moved the year before too, and I was just like, all right, quickie deep, right? No. They're sitting there, and they have this fucking terminology to represent black people without saying black, you know? Because, you know, there are a bunch of Asian kids, they don't want to just be like, you know, the black one, and they're referring to a teacher, and I guess one of the kids goes, like, you know, and he starts pinching his skin. And I guess they started calling black people skin pinchers. You know, and so I'm hanging out with them, and it's like, Trey, fucking skin pincher, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's make it. Yeah, you, Aaron, you fucking skin pincher too. He's like, no, I'm not, but you are. And I'm like, fuck, you know, when am I gonna figure this shit out? And then I was sitting in class one day, and I saw them do the fucking sign, you know, substitute teacher, black lady, and I was like, skin pincher? And then my friends just go, yes, Trey. And I was like, all right. And then we got sent to the principal's office. Then everybody learned that skin picture meant nigga. I didn't actually hang out my first like full group of black people in Hawaii until I was in college the second time, you know? The first time you go to college in Hawaii, it's just hanging out with your friends from all the other cities. You're just smoking a bunch of fucking weed the whole time. You're not going to your actual classes and shit like that. Never going to your actual classes. In fact, you skip your class and go inside their class so you guys can just joke around inside that class. Do not follow this example when you go into college, okay? Do not follow this example. This is your warning. So we're sitting there, we're smoking weed and shit. We're hanging out, and I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, man, I am not the whitest person in the group. The whitest person in the group was this guy named Stains. Yes, he got the nickname Stains. Nico Butler was within that group in college, like when we first started going, like 2 years. It was his first time, my second time. And this nigga Stains had spilled coffee on himself the first day of school in a white t-shirt. The first day of classes. Spilled coffee on him, and then immediately all the black people around was like, oh, look at Stains over here. And I was like, all right, I'm fucking safe. I just gotta be quiet in the background and just drop a fucking liner. I'm just a fucking quiet musician guy at this point, you know? Like, I'm just gonna be quiet, I'm not gonna say stupid shit. And then a few years later, I find myself on this stage, talking all this shit about these motherfuckers that are failed musicians. Yeah. Better be a fucking failed comic than a failed musician, ain't I right?
I guess.
Yeah. Hey, at least I can still make it on SNL when I'm 40. Hey guys, I've been trying to give it up for your host,
Yeah, keep it going for Skin Pincher, everyone. Yeah, and you know what? That nickname's pretty cool. People in high school used to even call me Jasmine. Anyway, I'm gonna bring up the next comic. Give it up for Tyler Tanaka. Woo!
Tyler!
Thank you. It's Tyler Tanabe.
Oh, sorry. Tyler Tanaka.
It's alright, everybody gets it wrong. You get those,
I like Tyler Tanaka.
that works too, that works too. This mic thing is all fucked up right there. Yeah, usually they call on the, what's it called? You know, like those people that call you about like dinner time, they're like, can I please speak to Mr. Tanabeam? No, there's no Tanabeam, motherfucker. Don't fucking do that shit. Anyway, recently broke up with my girlfriend maybe about a couple months ago, and you know, that's always new and interesting because you always get to start dating again, right? And you can always have these really bad, you know, dating horror stories. Or you can have good ones too. I mean, I've had a couple where, you know, I was getting ready for this really big date. Like, I was really excited about it. I was like, oh, fuck, okay. Girl I really like, I'm gonna go out, impress her, and, you know, we'll go out somewhere nice, and then, so I got ready for the date, and you know, you do this thing before, it's like, no, you don't want to get too much in your head, so you do this thing. I don't know if you guys ever saw There's Something About Mary, right? I mean, you gotta jerk off before the date, right? To kind of, you know, get all that fucking bad shit out of your head. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. Go fucking jerk off, and it's a fucking real good jerk, like a 15-minute jerk, and just like, finally, boom, come. The smoke clears. I didn't want to go on the date afterwards. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not even thinking about this fucking girl anymore. That's pretty much how that went right there. But not too bad. 37. It's a pretty good age for dating for me. You know, you can date younger girls. Younger girls, they enjoy me. I'm not old enough to look like a dad or anything, but you know, I can pay maybe like a couple of the bills or something like that. Exactly. So there's that right there. And you know, you got your cougars. Cougars are real easy because you know they'll fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, no, there's some shit going on here. Well, cougars will fuck you because they just know what they want. That's why.
Okay.
They're not like young girls. They're like, I don't know. Cougars like, just fucking give me the dick. Let's see what you got, motherfucker. That's pretty much how it goes. And then you got your middle-aged women. That's my favorite right there. And I'm not talking about the kind that have cats or read novels or part of the book club, anything like that. I'm talking about like MILFs. You know, MILFs. I'm 37 right now. These are the women that have just recently got out of their divorces. You know, they've had a couple kids. Self-esteem is a little low. I look pretty good right now compared to all these other fucking ladies. So that's pretty much how that goes. And you know, I don't really mind the kids too much. A lot of people, as soon as women have kids, especially in Hawaii, you know, everybody's got fucking kids here. Fuck them kids! You know, I'll get into that in a second right there. I'll get into that in a second. But I don't really mind those kids. Alright, well, here's the thing right there. I don't mind kids too much, but let's be honest. Nowadays, you got some fucking brat-ass kids nowadays. You go inside the Walmart, and they're over there like screaming, like this, and you're just sitting there looking, and you're watching this fucking woman, like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I've talked to these kids. Yeah, we all got beat the fuck. I got beat the fuck up when I was little. What the fuck? Like my dad would freaking throw a remote at me from across the room, hit me square in the head, the remote would break and be like, you fucking broke the remote. That kind of shit right there.
Man, you never got the belt?
Oh, I got that too right there. I got this right here. Boom. And I wear the same belt right there. Just in case I fucking want to get myself off later. Anyway, but so I came up with an idea for this kind of idea. Because a lot of women, they're like, you know, you can't hit your kids. You can't, because you know, child services will take them away, and it's just like, oh, that sucks right there, that's bullshit. So I came up with an idea right here. I was like, you know what, how about this? How about you pay me some money, I'll go wait in a Walmart, you go inside with your kid, as soon as he fucking acts up, I'll come home, I'll come around with a hoodie, I'll come right around, as soon as he starts acting up, slap that fucker right in the fucking face. Boom! Just dig the fuck out. run out. And if the mom is a good enough actress, she's just be like, told you. See? There you go. You do that every single time. Like, every time you act up, somebody in the store is gonna fuck you up. Not me. Can't call Child Protective Services on me. But anyway, yeah, I get, you know, the other thing too, when you're single, you see other couples and you get jealous. Because you see them over there and they're all happy and
Get a fucking room.
exactly, but hey, you guys ever go to the gym? I'm looking around, I don't see a lot of gym folk here, yeah. I see tattoo folk, I see that kind of stuff over there. I don't see a lot of gym folk. But if you go to the gym, they have what I like to call power couples. It's two really muscular, it's a really muscular man and a really muscular woman, and they just go to the gym and they just lift freaking weights together, and they just get jacked together. And the woman doesn't have tits, she just has pecs with a little bit of titty fat right on the top. Titty fat, so it goes like a lump, it goes muscle, titty fat, nipple, right there. Yeah, that's pretty much your layout right there. It's like when Popeye goes, that kind of shit right there. So you have that, and then, this is my fucked up head. I watch that kind of stuff and I think, what do these people do when they have sex? Seriously, yeah, they wrestle or they do some shit. It's like, do they just push each other? Do they? Because when they lift weights, they're just like, come on, baby, one more time. And I just sit there and I just fucking picture them fucking like that, just like, just like getting right up in there, just like, come on, baby, fuck me 1 more minute longer. Come on, you got it, in there. Whoa. But then at the same, on the flip side, I'm thinking, well, maybe they kind of calm down and they're just really gentle with each other, you know? Like, you ever watch The Green Mile and you see that, you see, what's his name, Michael Clark Duncan, who's just like, real gentle guy. Maybe they do that kind of stuff. Real gentle giants right there. Or maybe it's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen Of Mice and Men, maybe, you know, just fucking her, strangling her, and he just snaps her neck, fucking out of nowhere. And, whoa, I'm gonna tend them rabbits. Other thing real fast. I had to go to the doctor the other day and ended up going past the gyno ward. When you go past the gyno ward, you're thinking to yourself, like, how does somebody become a male gynecologist? Like, what kind of mindset do you have to be that right there? Like, it's one of two ways. You can either be just a really smart guy who just is like, you know, the female reproductive system is fascinating, you know? A child is born in there, you know, it's a birth canal and there's all this, and a clitoris that stimulates all this thing. Women squirt all over your fucking dick. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating experience. And then you probably just have really smart, perverted guys who are just like, I like pussy. I don't care if they're big, they're small, they stink, they're clean, they're hairy, they're this, they're that, there's lips, there's flabias, there's flips, right? I just like pussy. You might have those kind of people looking at your fucking pussy, women. I'm sorry. I don't come up with these things. Actually, I did, but you know, it's probably true. It's like, if that's the case, how do you tell a woman that you're dating that you came up with that shit? Like, you know, it's like, yeah, so what do you do? Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh my God, a doctor? Well, what kind of doctor are you? What do you say? Do you say a male gynecologist or you just go, I'm a pussy doctor? Is there a cool way of saying it? Like, I look at pussies. So like, oh, fascinating. Can we talk more? Something like that. The other thing too is if you're a woman dating one of these guys, geez, you got to be super secure with yourself. Because, geez, you're looking at, your husband is looking at pussies all day. So if he's cheating on you, he comes home and he smells like fucking pussy. It's either, it's like, was he cheating on me, or did he have a really bad day at the office? Maybe there were like 12 women with yeast infections today, and it really lit up the room that day, something like that. I don't know. And you know, what if he went, if he told you he was going on a fishing trip with his friends? He comes back. Is it fish? Or is it a pH imbalance? What is it? I don't understand. And the other last thing was, oh yeah, if you're dating or if you're married to a male gynecologist, you got to be pretty pristine down there, because he's gonna know if something's up down there. he's gonna know. And really, that's all I got right now. But that's my time. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Tyler Tanabe. Sorry I butchered that. All right, this next comedian coming up. Where is he? Nearby, hopefully. Is he Mike? Are you outside somewhere? You guys know Mike Rayo? He's up now. Anyway, you guys are having fun, right? Yeah? All right, keep the energy going for Mike Rayo, everybody. Everyone clap.
I don't give a fuck if you guys clap. Shit. Fuck you guys.
Somebody stole your stool.
I know, shit. Mushroom said I'm too lazy, so I can't sit down and do comedy anymore. I gotta walk around. I can barely fit this shit. And it feels like if I lean back, this shit will be like a earthquake. How's everybody doing? Yeah! You guys ready for mediocre jokes? Because I don't feel like doing this shit.
Yeah, mediocre.
Why didn't the chicken cross the road? Because Popeyes is over there. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Give it up for Mushroom and her pizza. We got a microphone stand. We're still working on the tip jar. We have a stripper pole here, shortly.
Nice.
That'd be fucked up. I was talking to my ex-bitch about stripper names because she needed some money, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna give you no money. So I called her, I looked up on Google, there's stripper names with meaning. That's some real shit. Like Remy means like some German bitch. Diamond means crystal that glows. Ashley means she sucks dick. That was a good one. That was a good one. Who smokes weed here? Nobody? I feel bad for you, Jessica's daughter. This is your graduation party. You went to a talent show in a halfway house. This is the best she can give you. This is the best. This is the bar here. You won't be in college or a trade school and be like, what'd you do for your graduation party? I went to a pizza place and watched a fat man sweat with his nipples being hard for 10 to 15 minutes of time. Oh man, I love dating sites now. I figured it out. You don't get the best picture. You catfish on the bio. You say you do a bunch of shit. Hell, put your credit score. Who fucking cares? And then when they meet you, be like, oh yeah, I'm changing for the worse. I'll be on Christian Mingle, cut and pasting Bible verses and shit, and then putting that up there. I meet a bitch, she be like, do you really believe in God? Because you're very ungodly. I'm like, bitch, you are too. But, you know, sometimes only when, you know, I need to take a shit in a public area and there's no bathroom, or the police are behind me. Or both, I need to take a shit and the police are behind me. Shit's fucked up. Oh, man. Fuck, everything's opening up now. I ain't never made a resume in my life. I need a job. I thought that shit was called Resume the whole time. I started one though. I was like, first name, last name. I was like, all right, skills. And I just sat there. I was like, man, I can't put rolling weed, smoking weed, selling weed. Oh yeah, that too. So I said I can sleep for very long without being disturbed. So that'd be like a security guard out here. They don't do shit. I love security guards. They're like a dream police, you know what I mean? I've been going to the gym lately though, man. That shit's fucked up. Yeah, man, this shit's fucked up. I gained 5 pounds. Like, how the fuck that happened? I met a girl though, she looked cool, and she was trying to help me with the elliptical, whatever that shit called. She was trying to tell me, you know, interview me damn near. I was like, damn, this bitch really like me. Little did I know, 3 days later, this bitch trying to sell me Herbalife. She sounded like one of them fake bots at a date site, but a real bitch. I'm like, God damn. So I was high, so I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about till the end. I was like, Herbalife? You gotta pay for a membership for weed? That's stupid. Herb right here. Will change your life. Dumb as fuck. Fuck out of here. Herbalife. I started doing jujitsu too. That shit is gay. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Whoever invented that sport was a rapist. Some Brazilian motherfucker was like, come here. That shit probably used to be a dance, and until they got on the floor and she said no. Yeah, man. I be getting teabagged by dudes. It's gay. I be watching UFC, having flashbacks, like, no! No! Speaking of UFC, you know what's fucked up? But it's kind of funny. It's a cheesy joke, I'm gonna say it anyways. Every sport was like, stop Asian hate instead of UFC. UFC was like, beat an Asian ass. I just say, UFC was like, no, stop Asian hate. They was like, nah, talk shit to him as much as possible. You know what, bring up Conor McGregor. Oh, God. You guys like sports? No. Me either. Unless I play online though, man. Unless I play online. I distract them with my heavy breathing. I be pretending I have a heart attack so I can make a couple threes and sneak a couple threes in. Baseball hella boring though too. Yeah. That shit is like a fat man sport. That shit was crazy. How do you do it? How do you do it? That was my joke. Okay. Give it up for all the comedians that write their shit down, really be taking time and talking in the mirror. I don't do that shit. I just getting high, walking up here. That's why I love King's Pizza. Look at all these people talking in the background. I don't give a fuck about what I say. I don't give a fuck about them either. I don't care about y'all either. I'm just, I got your guys' attention. That's why. So this is what I do. I tell you guys to fuck off just so I can get all your guys' attention and talk just the most bullshit randomly. Like, I'm slowing down right now because I'm running out of jokes. I'm like a comedian you buy from Ross. I'm like a good deal at first, and then throughout time I fall apart. I need a new motherfucker here. Yeah, man, I'm getting old. I gotta stop fucking with young bitches, man. They're stupid. I need to be an old bitch. I need an old bitch with yeah, but like a lazy one, like, that collect unemployment and food stamps, but got like 3 kids I can play catch with. And then have her throw that ass back later. Do that for about a month till they ask me for some money. So that's when my subscription is canceled. Go to another bitch. Go to a Hulu bitch, a cheaper one. Bunch of ads. Oh man. Man, I went through a breakup. I had a girl. I fucked it up because I just be talking shit to her, but it was the best situation ever. She was deaf. Nice and quiet. Deaf people are racist though, man. Deaf people are racist, bro. Have you ever seen subtitles? When they say the N-word, it's always a hard R. I swear to God. I'm telling you, watch Netflix tonight. It's always a hard R. I'll be looking at a deaf girl. Deaf girl probably look at black people, she'd be like, Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, young bitches, man. Young bitches suck. Especially they friends, too. Because I smoke weed. I'm not pretty. That's my only thing. And I got a hating-ass friend be like, hey, if you keep on getting my friend high, just to fuck, that's rape. I was like, if your friend keep on smoking my weed, that's robbery. So we're both committing crimes here. Committing crimes here. You don't wake up with a headache, you wake up with an appetite. How breakfast in bed was made. Motherfuckers. Alright, with the jujitsu thing, the weed thing, I'm not a rapist, okay? I'm not a rapist. Alright? I'm just cuddly. Cuddly. The dick be getting too hard. Shit. Man, I thought I had erectile dysfunction, so I started fucking with regular bitches. You ever fuck with a girl and was like, I can't keep it, And you want her to leave? That shit happened like twice. That shit happened to like 9 times with me, or the other way around. Shit. How much time do I have left, Jasmine?
1 minute.
That'd be like my sex life, too. I got 1 minute. It'd be the best, man. That should be like an interlude from a song. You be hearing the intro, and I'm like, all right, that's it. All right. Fuck. I scheduled my Uber, so I leave right there. That's the most awkward shit. You ever fuck somebody and you're like, this sucks, and your Uber's like 8 minutes away, so you're just sitting there awkwardly. You're just like, oh, so I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Just letting you know. I think you're cool, but oh, gotta go. But yeah, let's give it up for Jasmine.
Give it up for Mike Rayo. Dude, I think you need to give yourself more credit. You're not like Ross. I feel like Mike's more like a TJ Maxx. Yeah, right? I feel like I've seen so many white women attracted to Mike, that's why. All right, so this next comedian coming up, guys, it's actually going to be her first time doing stand-up. Yeah, so everyone, I want to give your love and support. Give it up for Phoenix.
Thank you so much for having me. This is definitely my first time up here, and I just want to say that I went through the initiation and I passed, which was going to the fucking bathroom. I'm like, okay, I know, I'm thankful. No, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking thankful, trust me. But that hallway almost scared the shit out of me. I didn't even have to shit. And I'm like, I kind of feel like I got to shit there, I don't know. And then, yeah, anyway, then I ran into my arch nemesis outside, one of the B-52s, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge another time. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am from Philadelphia. So yes, basically, you already know. Yes. So I've been here for 6 years, and I'm married with 3 children, so I'm a little crazy. Thank you so much. I kind of consider starting off, like, because I have never been here before. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to tell the crowd, you know what? I'm from Philadelphia, and if you don't laugh at my jokes, I'm going to kick your ass. And I was like, well, this is pretty fucking close. Like, you right there. Like, if the stage was there, maybe I would threaten, but I don't have any real street cred. Anyway, so we moved here 6 years ago, and everybody's like, oh my God, why are you moving to Hawaii? I'm like, what the fuck, why not? It's hot as shit in Philly, it's cold as shit in Philly, it's dangerous as shit in Philly. Yeah, it's just so much different living here than on the East Coast. The East Coast is dangerous, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I mean, even the signs here are nicer. Like the Walmart signs are like, hey, you know, if you shoplift, it'll impact your life. You know, there's signs in Philly like, hey, motherfucker, you still we gonna bust your ass. There's actually one store in Philadelphia that's like, no refunds now, get the fuck out. I'm like, whatever. So before we moved here, we did consider a lot of things. We considered the weather, we considered everything. One thing I did not take into consideration, like I mentioned earlier, is those fucking B-52s, the fucking flying roaches. Yeah, like what the fuck is that? I'm like, they fucking fly? Why didn't anybody tell me this? This roach almost got me fired from my job, because I used to work from home. And I'm in the middle of a legit ass conference call. Like I work for a hospital. I'm on the phone with motherfucking doctors and all these fucking smart fucking people, like scientists and shit. And this fucking big roach just sashayed across my counter. And I don't know why my first inclination was to say fuck me. I'm like, I don't even know where that came from. I was like, fuck me. And my manager was like, what did you say? I was like, hold on for a second. I'm sorry. Let me make sure. Hold on for a minute. I had to like legitimately recompose myself because that almost scared me into a fucking coma. So that's the roaches. That's the only real downside to living here is the fact that they fly. Now I do want to share one experience because I have a lot of stuff to say, but I'm going to share this one experience with a flying roach, okay? I'm in the bathtub. This is Philadelphia, okay? I'm in the bathtub, shaving, the kids in bed. It's all good, right? We get in our bathroom remodel. It's a pile of wood on the floor. Now all of a sudden I hear like, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Now first of all, I want you to know, everybody, I want to tell you something. Look in my eyes when I say this. I am black. Just in case you didn't know, I am not investigating strange fucking noises. I don't give a shit what's in that pile of wood because it's not going to kill me. I don't give a fuck, and I don't wear heels. So I'm going to make it out the horror movie. I want to put that out there. Okay? I hear something like, I was like, okay, all right, what the fuck? I hear it again. I'm like, all right, I don't know what the fuck that was. Next thing you know, this shit comes out like, flapping his fucking wings, like flying all over the place. And I am in there legitimately scared as shit. Like, you know how people are like, oh, I was so scared. I could not feel my fucking lips.
Damn.
Like, I was just like, you know, I was so fucking scared. I'm like, I didn't even know at that point, number one, they grew that big, and then number two, that they fucking flew. What the hell? Why would you put wings on that motherfucker? Like it's not scary enough walking. That's another story for another time. Anyway, so you know what I did? I did what any real Philly bitch would do.
Okay.
I picked up the fucking bottle of conditioner. Okay. And I humped it at that motherfucker. Now, did I hit it? No. Wait a minute though, because it gets better. Okay. So then after that, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. This motherfucker's not gonna scare me. So I picked up the shampoo. Who wants some?
What's up?
Who fucking with Hollywood Coke?
What's up?
So then I throw the shampoo at him. The shit does not fucking hit it. And it's almost like flying around taunting me like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, you thought you was gonna get me, didn't you? I was like, damn. Now, at the time, I had 2 small kids in the other room, and I was seriously considering leaving them in the house. I was like, let me see. Child neglect and abandonment. Or should I just get up and fight this motherfucker? So now I decide, after I see it flying out the bathroom, I'm gonna get up and try and do something about it. I didn't know what. I get out the bathroom, slippery ass towel, naked, got fucking shaving cream on my legs, sliding around the fucking bathroom like shit. Flies out the room into the dark. Now I gotta rely on my hearing to see where the fuck the roach is. I don't even think that's right. I don't even think it's right. So anyway, I get out there, and it's like, you want some, bitch? I'm like, well, no, not really, but I mean, if you're not gonna leave, what am I supposed to do about it? Right, exactly. So you know I did what any self-respecting woman would do. I fucking ran. I did. I don't give a fuck, I ran. Okay, I'm just telling you, I ran. I gotta be honest. Okay, I fucking ran. And what did actually end up happening is, in my craziness, I'm like swinging stuff at it. I actually hit it.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Right, and then it's on the floor like, oh, you caught me slipping, bitch. And I was just like, Fuck you. So I needless to say that when I got here and they were fucking here, I'm like, these motherfuckers follow me here. They really fucking follow me. And if it wasn't, it's not the roaches, it's the fucking roosters. Like, I'm just saying, Hawaii has some really great things about it. It's nice, it's friendly, it's loving, but when it comes to the wildlife, they just unpredictable. Them fucking roosters be sitting up on top of the roof like, I'm about to get you. They be looking at you plotting. Like, and I'm pretty sure I heard this one laughing at me because I think he knew I was scared. He legit was like, I'm like, he just gonna keep doing this? Don't you know I'm from Philadelphia?
Right.
I will fuck you up. But not really. I really went to Catholic school. It's amazing how people like come to such crazy conclusions about you based off of where you're from. I'm like, oh, you from Philadelphia, huh? Yeah, you from Philly. Wow, Philly. Yeah, that's tough. You can take it. You from Philly? I'm like, no, fuck, I can't. I was sheltered as a motherfucker. I told you I went to Catholic school, and honestly, only a couple years ago I found out I wasn't going to hell. So I'm like, all right, don't talk to me about that. I'm not really that gangster. I mean, I've been trying to intimidate people. This shit just doesn't work. I'm like, why doesn't it work? Why can't I intimidate you? I don't look intimidated. No, I don't, not at all. What if I be like, yeah, motherfucker? I don't feel like I sell very well on it. I just try to take the path of least resistance and be a kind person.
You like water.
Yeah, just fucking flow with it. Cause I don't really want to fight nobody, especially not the fucking roaches. You know, before I get off, because I know my time here is limited, I do want to elaborate a little bit about the bathroom. I just want to talk about it lovingly, honestly, for real.
Can they turn the light on in the hallway?
Well, apparently people stealing the fucking light bulbs. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not scary enough. So I'm saying, I feel like me being here, number one, I had to agree to do this. I had to face my fear. And then when I got down the corridor, and I thought the guy was joking, he was like, hey, you know, if you see the man, don't say nothing. I'm like, what motherfucking man? I'm about to see in this bathroom. And then when I get down the steps, the person who went to turn the lights on was like, if you see the children, just ignore them. Like, first of all, you crossed the fucking line. Okay, I can deal with real live boogeyman, but when it comes to little kids, I ain't trying to punt nobody's child, but I will. Don't come up to me talking no shit, like, or blinking. So it was dark down there, but the lights didn't blink, and I was very thankful for that. So the moral of the story is, pee outside. Okay, that's my time. God bless you.
Keep it going for Phoenix! Oh, that was our first time doing comedy, guys. Oh yeah. All right, next person coming up. Sometimes we don't all just have comedians here. Sometimes we got a poet. Yeah, that's. Everyone, let's keep the energy going. Let's give it up for Z.
I be trying to manage expectations. I'm not a comedian. I be doing poetry and shit. What up, Queen? How you doing? Good. How the fuck does this mic stand work? I don't usually use microphones when I do this. So I'm gonna start off like, I'm not a comedian because I'm corny as fuck. So I'm gonna start off with some dad jokes. Y'all like dad jokes? I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to come up and help me. She gonna be my drum kit. You ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for these dad jokes? Y'all gonna get these dad jokes. Alright, I got two dad jokes. I'm gonna do a depressing ass poem, and then I'm gonna finish with a dad joke. I gotta disarm y'all first. Okay. Alright. Shit, I had this. Okay. How do you make a tissue dance? I'm gonna do this again. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. Thank you. I'm here. Wait. I got one more. Shit. Oh, what do deaf gynecologists do? What? They read lips. Thank you. I can never make any comedy. I do depressing poems for a living. And y'all about to get one now. So, this is the most black people I've ever seen here in my life. Give it up for the black people. Cause she knows, she come here. Give it up one more time for Phoenix. That was dope. One thing about the wildlife here, yo, there's random ass animals that's just wild. Nigga, I was walking down the street one time, I saw a fucking peacock, dog. A peacock. Where the fuck they have peacocks at? Fucking Hawaii. Alright, anybody in here like hip hop music? Y'all ever heard this song by y'all know who the Baby is? Alright, so he made a song and he made a video and it pissed me off. So here's my poem about it. I'm telling y'all it's not funny. So I warned you. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. Pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, it's a... I didn't really know who the Baby was until I saw his video for that song on the 2020 BET Awards. It started off with him posed in the same position George Floyd passed in, with a cop's knee on his neck, rapping about how the police mistreat us, but how some of them want to make these streets like they sheets, pure and white like blank canvas. They strap on their prejudice like smocks and paint us as thugs, outlaws, targets, paint us black, as in bruises, bloody, as in slave whip tip, paint us and hate us because they ain't us even when they are us. The video is full of footage from the worldwide protests. Black Lives Matter flags fly high as proclaiming to the world something that they've forgotten or never recognized in the first place. Freedom fighters and allies forged together to force a battering ram to the Great Wall of white supremacy and set fire to the rubble. And I'm thinking, fuck yeah. Realizing how proud I am to be a millennial. A generation so tired of waiting in the yard next to white picket signs. We walk right up to the front door of injustice and bang on that bitch until somebody answers for these transgressions. Then clear the porch for the next generation to come through and kick that motherfucker off the hinges, thinking that this anthem could be our battle cry. And then the beat drops.